With the launch of the fiscal monitor report, where the IMF is predicting a much lower deficit for Ghana compared to the government earlier projection. Quite some good news on that front, but also a number of MPs are around and participating in sessions about the role of Parliament in ensuring the executive does not excessively spend to plunge the economy in debt crisis like the one we are seeing now. I must say there is a lot of goodwill here among development partners and creditors to support Ghana's bailout request before the IMF. We are learning today that China has agreed to drop its demand for multilateral development banks like the IMF and the World Bank to share losses alongside other creditors in sovereign debt restructurings for poor nations. I caught up with minority spokesperson on finance, Isaac Adungo, who was equally happy with the progress made so far.
Biggest problem now is how soon we can get the financing assurances and to get an MOU from the Paris Club to be able to proceed. But we are seeing some movement, and today there was a sovereign debt round table where all the key players and creditors were here, and we seem to get a sense that they want to fast track the process and avoid the level of crisis that could befall those countries, particularly Ghana.
Isaac Adungo, however, said the bailout support would be meaningless if the government does not cut its expenditure to complement the gains made from the domestic debt restructuring and the support, of course, from the international community.
We would be able to address quite significantly the debt service question with the debt restructuring and the common framework debt treatment and all of that. But we need to now begin to look at the other rigidities with the budget, particularly statutory funds and its alignment to government priorities should be a key focus of government, so that government can be able to push a lot of these statutory funds into growth-enhancing investments, so that we are able to reap the benefits and come back to growth as quickly as possible.
The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, and officials from the Bank of Ghana are still yet to say a word to us here. We know they've been holding series of meetings to push the bailout through. As it stands now, board approval for the IMF deal looks very likely in early May if we do not see any last-minute surprises. Sani Abdurrahman from the spring meetings here in Washington.